entertaining person to entertain you all. And at this stage, I would like to invite onto stage Mr. Nitin Gupta. He's with Entertainment Engineers. He's created Entertainment Engineers with a very simple mission to make stand-up comedy respectable in India and to create a humor renaissance in the country. So please put your hands together for Mr. Nitin Gupta.
So good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible at the back? People can hear me? Very nice to be here in middle of such great people. You know, the I Am Global Alumni Meet. You people must be successful, right? I mean, that's why you came to the alumni meet. Because people who don't do well, they don't come to these meets. And there's a small difference between you and me. I think people like you when you go to your college back, you're considered the distinguished alumni. Guys like me are considered the extinguished alumni. People don't see any spark in us. So I'm an engineer. You are MBAs, most of you, which means you have something in common already, that we're all romantically challenged. To give you an idea, I was dating this girl a few months back, and she didn't know that I was dating her. And then she dumped me. Didn't want to be an engineer, to be frank. I always wanted to study at Delhi University. Heard of that? Beautiful girls there. But the cutoff there was so high that I was forced to go to IIT instead. I mean, 100% cutoff at Delhi University. The competition is so tough that I think in the future, even famous parents like Rahul Gandhi, उनके बच्चों का admission नहीं हो रहा होगा. अगर बच्चे हुए तो. So he'll be crying outside the campus, his friend, what happened, Rahul? नहीं हुआ यार. But your son at 100%, right? Yeah, they're asking 100% for parents also now. Do one thing, put Manmohan Singh's mark sheet ना. तुम्हारी पूरी सरकार उसी के नाम पे तो चल रही है. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a doctor. And I also appeared for the exam. But I was disqualified from the exam because my handwriting was neat. And in India, you know, in villages, we have got these local desi doctors called Hakims. You know, बड़े विचित्र तरीके होते हैं इनके टेस्ट करने के. This is how they do blood test. A positive, B positive, HIV positive. And now I do stand-up comedy, which means sometimes people come to me after the shows to congratulate. So I was performing at Goldman Sachs. This guy comes to me, Nitin, I wish I could also crack jokes like you. I'm like, dude, you're a banker. You guys have made a joke of the whole economy. People are on the streets and you're laughing away to the bank. Isn't that funny enough for you? I hate bankers. And after engineering, I had a chance to do my MBA, but I didn't. I'll tell you why. It doesn't sound like a convincing course, right? Because this is the course which people like Arindam Chaudhary can run. I mean, how credible. You know Arindam Chaudhary, right? He runs. You should have invited him here instead of me for the stand-up comedy act. And his tagline, and the tagline of his campus says, dare to think beyond IIMs. I think the honest tagline would be, dare to think beyond placements. And they say they're #1 in global exposure. Yeah, because they've been globally exposed. I think his campus is #1 in legal exposure, thanks to all the cases his own students have filed against the campus. अब वो क्या करते हैं? Students who can't get jobs, they're hired back in the campus 3 or 4 years later back as faculty. Which is great, right? Ex-students as faculty. That way you can celebrate the Teachers' Day and the Alumni Day on the same day. Saves on the cost. And have you seen that guy? He's got teeth like a rabbit and he sports a ponytail. And I think given his looks, he also deserves a tail. Because Arindam Chaudhary to me lies exactly at the center of the evolution chart. Human beings, monkeys, Arindam Chaudharys. Didn't do MBA. It's difficult to get into MBA colleges. I was performing at IIM Bangalore some time back. I was told that to get into IIM Bangalore, apart from the good percentile, You need at least 2 years of work ex and minimum 5 years of savings. Now, work ex I had because I had been working with my ex-girlfriend for the past 2 years. But they said that doesn't count. And savings I didn't want to waste. Because MBA to me is nothing but an exotic language course. That's what they teach you there, right? Exotic language. MBA is a classic, it's a classic case of style over substance. As one speaker said, packaging, right? This is the only thing that changes between engineering to MBA, language. Friends become contacts. A group of friends in engineering is called a gang. A friend circle in MBA, that becomes a network. By that logic, time pass becomes networking. And if you're networking only with strangers, it's called social networking. Ideas become concepts, profit become earnings, and resume becomes CV. Control C, Control V. And Jugaad is glorified as re-engineering. Criticism becomes feedback and advice becomes a recommendation. And a person who gives recommendation for a living is called a consultant. We had one in the morning session, the first speaker. A consultant without an office is a freelancer. Because वो लोग usually free होते हैं और लांच report करने के पैसे नहीं होते हैं. Engineers get scholarships, MBAs get laptops. Engineers want to be rich, MBAs want to be wealthy. Engineers want to earn money, MBAs want to create value. And sometimes they have to sell all their values to make that money. Credit default, swaps, derivatives, as they're called in financial jargon. And MBAs never lie. No, no, no. They just say conditions apply. And an engineering student can be out of job, but the same person pursuing an MBA is referred to as an entrepreneur. Have you noticed today everybody is an entrepreneur? आजकल धंधा कोई करता ही नहीं है. चाहे बंदा टी-शर्ट बेच रहा है वेबसाइट पे entrepreneur. मतलब 4 लोग मंडी में जाके सब्जी बेचे ना सब्जी वाले, वही काम 4 IIM के लोग वेबसाइट पे करते हैं entrepreneur. Today I think all you need to become an entrepreneur is a website. तो धंधा चल गया तो entrepreneur और नहीं चला तो social entrepreneur. Speaking of my favorite entrepreneur, his name is Osama bin Laden. He was an entrepreneur, right? Because entrepreneurs, they started their own companies. He did. Al-Qaeda, Al-Fatwa, Al-Mujahideen. By that logic, he was a serial entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs create jobs, meet in corporates. Let's connect sometime. What are we, Bluetooth devices? Let's connect sometime. You date a corporate girl, she happens to like you, she'll say, Nitin, I think we share the same wavelength. I was like, okay. कल को ब्रेकअप हो जाए, फ्रीक्वेंसी मैच नहीं हुई. यार अगर वेवलेंथ सेम थी तो फ्रीक्वेंसी कैसे मैच नहीं हुई? Isn't lambda nu equals constant? Phrases you guys use like meteoric rise. If meteors rose, dinosaurs won't have gotten extinct. Let's think out of the box. I'll tell you what that means. Find out everything that is sold outside the box, put in a box, sell it. That's called out of the box. And you come to financial markets, the language becomes even more confusing. Remember the 2008 subprime crisis happened? It was referred to as a financial meltdown. And as a consequence, it led to a liquidity crisis. How can a meltdown lead to a liquidity crisis? You go to hotels, airports. Have you noticed, speaking of language, you don't have toilets anymore. We have restrooms. Restroom. Who is resting inside that room? There is no armrest, no backrest, no headrest. I think the only rest possible inside is unrest. Because you got shit to do. Not shit, nature's call. Nature's call, as if nature gave you some sort of a sign. As if suddenly the wind started blowing, leaves started rustling, you heard voices from God which said, brace yourself, dude, time to go and come clean. And if that is nature's call, what would you call farts then? Natural gas? Loose motions are nature's conference call because you're in and out of the conference room all day. And constipation means nature gave you a missed call because it was low on balance or fibers. You go to airports, restrooms, there's always a person mopping the floor. And notice in the airports, the toilet doors, they don't go all the way down. And the floor is so shiny, you can see the reflections of the person sitting inside from the outside. And the beauty's person inside has no clue. Else he won't be treating his body like an amusement park. And you go to these urinals in 5-star hotels, now they're putting those ice cubes there. So as you go along, ice starts melting. So after a point, you start feeling guilty because it's almost like watching global warming happening in real time. I'm sure 20 years since when all the ice has melted and they ask, but why the glaciers melted? Because these people are so indulgent, they used to piss on the rocks. But it's nice to be in middle of corporates, right? I was saying corporates are romantically challenged. But I think being in a company can teach you a lot about relationships. Because I think companies have the very same expectations from men as ladies have from them. Because like the ladies, even the companies are looking for a long-term commitment. But men being men, we're just out there for some work X. Work X in different positions with various companies. आपको late समझ आया, which proves you are married, right? So. And I think dating is very similar to job interviews because दोनों जगह they reject you very politely. In an interview, Nitin, I think you're overqualified for the position. Girl will also, Nitin, तुम्हें मुझसे और बहुत अच्छी लड़कियां मिल जाएंगी. मैंने तुम्हें उस नज़र से नहीं देखा, तो देख लो, शायद पसंद आ जाऊं. If they happen to like you, then they ask you those trick questions. Nitin, why Deloitte? Girl will also ask you, Nitin, why me? And the tricky part is, you cannot say the truth. Darling, it's not about you, it's just about the package. And dating is trickier. Interviews are easy because you can use cliches in the interviews to impress the panel. But you can't use those cliches to impress a girl on a date. Like, you can never say these things to a girl to impress her on a date. Pooja, I'm a quick learner. I can be a team player too. I'll give my 200%. Have you noticed in every interview, every participant, I'll give my 200%. आजकल 100% को देता ही नहीं है. कोई 100% दे रहा है मतलब he is not giving his best. He's an मतलब 200% मतलब क्या? बाकी 100% तुम क्या outsource करोगे? What do you mean 200%? Means I'll give my best. वही तो. बाकी लोगों का best 100 पे आ रहा है, तुम्हारा 200 पे आ रहा है. Which means you are twice as inefficient as the normal guy. And nice to be here in Singapore. You know, the roads are so clean. It's a clean country. India is totally opposite. I'll tell you why that happens. In Singapore, if people have something to throw, they throw that in the dustbin. In India, अगर आपके हाथ में वो केले का छिलका और बिस्किट का wrapper, we don't look for the dustbin. We look for a place where we can find another केले का छिलका, another wrapper. If we find that, then that's our dustbin. If we don't find that, we throw one of our wrappers, create an imaginary dustbin, and throw the remaining garbage to justify its existence. And the roads, they're so empty, no traffic on the roads. I used to live in Bombay for a long time, and traffic in Bombay is bad. Traffic in Bombay is so bad, even terrorists came by sea. And now there's this construction work happening, Mumbai Metro, you know. And they put those signboards, work under progress, inconvenience is regretted. 5 साल तक काम पूरा नहीं होता है. Don't you think given the delays, government should put more honest signboards, inconvenience under progress, work is regretted. Then you have those speed limit signboards, speed limit 60 kilometers an hour, and you're driving at 40 and wondering, what is that, a warning or a challenge? 60 on this road? Then they always put those signs, right? Accident-prone area, drive slow. Don't you think that signboards defeats the very purpose for what it's for? Because the last thing you want a speeding driver to do is to take his eyes off the road. Oh, accident prone, या गाड़ी ट्रक के अंदर घुस जाती है और ट्रक के पीछे लिखा होता है नजर हटी दुर्घटना घटी। आपको समझ नहीं आता कौन से साइन बोर्ड्स पढ़े, ये वाले पढ़े, वो वाले पढ़े, और ट्रक के पीछे तमाम चीज लिखी होती है। यू मस्ट हैव नोटिस्ड, राइट? एक बड़ी फेमस चीज लिखी होती है इंडिया में, बुरी नजर वाले तेरा मुंह काला। ये क्या फैंटेसी इन लोगों की? मतलब ट्रक वालों पे बुरी नजर कौन डालता है? किसके पास इतना टाइम है? क्या लोगों को वाकई लगता है सड़क पे BMW, लांसर्स, मर्सिडीज के बीच में कोई इन पे नजर डालेगा, वो भी बुरी नजर? Please keep safe distance is other thing. Don't you think this line would suit more when a Tata Nano? कि ट्रक वाले भैया please keep safe distance. And the oil tankers that you see on the road, they always have flammable, inflammable, and highly flammable written over them. And all the three words, they mean the same thing. So I'm always like, dude, what are you preparing for GRE now, writing all these synonyms? Then there are always some vehicles on the road which have got L sign on them, means they're learning. And notice only gents put the L sign, ladies don't. But we understand ladies, L, it's sort of default. Right. Boo won't change the truth. It's a fact. There was a lady pilot, flying Indigo Airlines, Delhi to Mumbai, and we had a hard landing. Yeah, so L sign on the road, which means the guy is learning. So the other people we are considerate. वो थोड़ा scratch वगैरह मार देते, like it's okay. L है ना, सीख रहा है. और L ना लगाओ अगर दिल्ली में किसी गाड़ी के पीछे वो scratch मार दे, अबे बाहर निकल, sorry sir, अबे बाहर निकल, सर अब तमीज से क्यों नहीं बात करी? तू तमीज से क्या है? तो मुझे, तू साले जानते हैं मेरा बाप कौन है? आपने नोटिस किया दिल्ली में आधे रईसजादों के साथ ये बहुत बड़ा आइडेंटिटी क्राइसिस चल रहा है। उनको पता ही नहीं उनका बाप कौन है। वो जहां भी जानते, तू जानते हैं मेरा बाप कौन है? तू जानते हैं मेरा बाप कौन है? उनका हमें क्या पता होगा, अपनी मम्मी से पूछो यार। उनको नहीं पता, एनडी तिवारी से पूछ लो, उसको डीएनए सैंपल मैच हो जाए। But allowing these vehicles with L sign on the road, it can be dangerous. So I was wondering if we allow these L signs in other professions also. Then राम गोपाल वर्मा की पिक्चरों को सेंसर बोर्ड A या फिर U सर्टिफिकेट की बजाय L सर्टिफिकेट दिया करेगा। Audiences would be more considerate. ओ कोई बात नहीं भाभी जी, 1000 रुपए खर्च हुए ना, इसी बहाने फैमिली गेट टुगेदर हो गई। L है, सीख रहा है। Forget L. I think the way his films are doing, they should be given a death certificate. Because his films are so boring. A few days back, I was watching Ram Gopal Verma ki Aag on my laptop. It was so boring, my laptop went to sleep. Imagine L in other professions, like a doctor comes for surgery, वो L sign लगा के आ गया। वैसे डॉक्टर को L की जरूरत ही क्या है? वो तो वैसे भी जो करते हैं उसे प्रैक्टिस ही बोलते हैं। Isn't it scary? Imagine you're lying on the operation table with the arteries out. It's like, don't worry, kid. मैं 22 साल से प्रैक्टिस कर रहा हूँ। 22 years still practicing? People say practice makes a man perfect. So either you're not perfect or you're not a man. And the most dangerous vehicles on the road are the ambulances. Have you seen the way they drive? They overtake cars, change lanes, jump signals. I'll tell you why the ambulance people, they drive recklessly. Because the driver knows he's going to the hospital. He's already on the way. So I met an accident some time back. I was on a bike. There was a girl sitting behind me. She did this. I did this. And the bike crashed. My bike was broken. My leg was broken. The only thing which survived the accident was my Nokia 1100. Nokia 1100 टूटा वो भी था, पर Nokia आप जानते हैं टूट के बिखर जाता है, फिर आप उसको पजल की तरह कैसे भी लगा लो। I think Nokia 1100 is like the Bhisham Pitama of cell phones. उसको अच्छे मृत्यु का वरदान है। एंड आई लव नोकिया यूजर्स, बड़े क्यूट होते हैं. लड़की को मेल करेंगे पीसी से और नीचे लिख देंगे सेंड फ्रॉम माय आईपैड. एंड ऑल द नोकिया यूजर्स वी हैव गॉट समथिंग इन कॉमन. हम भी जहां भी जाते हैं एक सवाल होता है, भैया पतले पिन वाला चार्जर है क्या? So how many married people in the room? Almost all of you. Very good. I think marriage is wonderful. Yes or no? Yes. I think marriage is an association where two people come together for one common cause, her happiness. Her needs, her mother's needs. And people often say that marriages are made in heaven. Yeah. But never say this to a divorcee, because he'll feel bad. Yeah, maybe my marriage wasn't made in heaven. Maybe mine was made in China. Lasted only a month. और शादी होती है ना, शादी से सबसे पहले आपका होता है एक बड़ा अहम मुद्दा में डिसाइड करना होता है, वो लिफाफा कितने रुपए का देना है. पहले आप देखते हो उनका कितने का आया था, उससे 100 बढ़ा के देना है, 500 बढ़ा के देना है. काफ़ी बार आप लोगों से पूछते हो फ़ोन करके, अरे भाई साहब बल्ला जी, वो गुप्ता जी की शादी है बेटी की, कितना लिफाफा देना है, आप कितने का दे रहे हो? सर मैं तो 1000 का दे रहा था, और मैं अंधेरी से जुहू जाऊंगा शादी में, तो ट्रैवल का माइनस कर लूँगा उसमें से. तो आप कितने का दे रहे हो? सर मैं पुणे से आ रहा हूँ. बाय योर लॉजिक उन्हें मुझे पैसे देना पड़ेगा. फिर शादी में आप जाते हैं ना, फोटो खिंचाते हैं सब, दूल्हा दुल्हन के साथ रिसेप्शन होती है, शादी होती है, सारे रिश्तेदारों की फोटो खिंचती हैं. आपको लगता है इसलिए कि यार आप स्पेशल हो? नहीं. द फोटोज आर क्लिक ताकि दे कैन मैच. गुप्ता जी इनका लिफाफा टिक करो, शर्मा जी इनका लिफाफा है टिक करो, भाटिया इस बार भी लिफाफा नहीं है इसका, फुल लगाओ उसको जरा. ये भाटी जी क्या तरीका है सर आपका? ये नहीं, आप बेटी की मतलब विद फैमिली आप आते हो, बिना लिफाफा दिए चले जाते हैं. नहीं इस बार नहीं, कैश नहीं था मतलब क्या? इस बार इसलिए हमने एटीएम मशीन के सामने पंडाल रखाया था. कैश नहीं. अब क्या हाथ में स्वाइप कार्ड मशीन ले घूमे क्या हम लोग? इतनी पैसे की बर्बादी होती है शादी में. आई थिंक मैरिज इज ऑल अबाउट मनी. यू नो, इट स्टार्ट्स विद द सेरेमनी. इफ इट गोज वेल यू हैव हार्मनी, इफ इट डजंट यू हैव एलिमनी. शादी की एल्बम फिर देखते हैं 1-2 साल बाद. द फर्स्ट ईयर आप सबको दिखा दो शादी की एल्बम, सबको. ओ वाइफ इज लाइक, शी इज माई सासू माँ, शी इज अ वंडरफुल लेडी, शी इज माई हस्बैंड, ही इज अ वंडरफुल गाय, लव्स मी सो मच. 2 years later when reality dawns on them, she is my sasu ma, she is a bitch, he is my husband, he is a son of a bitch. And I think marriage changes your life. See, when you're single, your life is like a private company. You are the dictator of your own life. You have complete control. Then your parents put your profile onto the web, looking out for other parents who will be happy to give away their daughters. They go out on a match hunt, which I call the initial public offering. Then comes the marriage, which is the public listing of a one's private life. The reception party is usually oversubscribed. And your happiness is the private equity that is diluted in order to raise the family. And once you get married, your life changes. Every small decision has to be cleared through a vast decision-making body. Your wife is the CEO, chief executive oppressor, and you are the BKB, Balika Bakra. And people often say marriage is an institution. Well, if marriage is an institution, then happiness is its admission fees. Honeymoon is the cover charge, and commitment is the independence tax. Kanyadan, transaction fees. Gifts are special dividends, and yet to be born children are hidden costs. Dowry is the seed capital. Her shopping bills are the quarterly results. Kids are mutual funds. And keeping the number to 2 is risk management. A second wife is an acquisition. A divorce is an attrition. And adoption is a hostile takeover. And living with your wife, ex-wife, and the adopted kid is called a friendly merger. Memorandum of Understanding are the marriage woes. 7-year itch is the subprime marriage crisis. Love is a depreciating asset, and cheating spouse is the standard deviation. Her friends are assets. Your friends, non-performing assets. Husband saying I love you is a lie. Wife saying the same means conditions apply. What are the conditions? Diamonds. I think after a point in relationships, you'll agree with me that, gifts like flowers and chocolates, they stop working. Then ladies start asking for something more tangible. So a few months back, she goes, Nitin, get me a BlackBerry. So I got her a BlackBerry. And women, for some reason, have the same rules for buying clothes as they for buying technology. She goes, Nitin, isme koi aur color nahi tha kya? Like pink. I'm like, baby, what do you want? A BlackBerry or a strawberry? Decide. It's called a BlackBerry for a reason. So we go to the shopping mall to buy those pink casings they put around the iPhone. On our way back, she sees this big purse at a Louis Vuitton showroom. 65,000 रुपए का पर्स. मैंने कहा पैसे साथ में रख के दे रहे हैं इसके अंदर. 65,000. Gucci का 35,000 का बैग पर दिलाने पड़ते हैं. Because no Gucci, no Gucci. On our way back, our car stops at a traffic signal. There's this big Kareena Kapoor hoarding with a diamond necklace. She goes, oh my God, that's so beautiful. I'm like, yeah, because Kareena Kapoor is wearing it. Now picture Mamta Banerjee wearing the same diamond necklace. You want it now? But you can't use logic to argue with women. We go to the jewelry store. Notice the expression of men at jewelry store. They have the exact same expression which the chicken has while it's being weighed before they cut it. The expression of helpless resignation. So she comes wearing the necklace. Nitin, कैसा लग रहा है? सच कहूँ तो तुम इसके बिना भी बहुत अच्छी लग रही थी. बताओ ना, पहले तुम बताओ क्या कि कितने का है? It's 4 lakhs, Nitin. I like it. You keep liking it, baby. It's good to have hobby. इस पर 4 लाख. मैंने कहा 4 लाख में 4 नैनो आ जाएंगे, 40 iPod नैनो आ जाएंगे, नैनो से डायमंड पेंडेंट 4 लाख. And then she's not justifying. Nitin, so what? It's 4 lakhs. Diamonds are forever. Well, baby, so is plastic. I think you're running out of time now, so you'll head for lunch. Thank you so much. That's all from my side. We'll have a second session after lunch. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Nitin Gupta. I'm belly full of laughs, but we haven't got a belly full of food. So lunch is served. Please, can I emphasize, you all have to be back here at 1:30. So you've really only got half an hour for lunch. So apologies, but do go and enjoy.